Hello, I just wanted to hop on and do a quick little video for the new moon in Leo. I felt drawn to do just a mini collective reading. If looking at these cards you don't feel drawn to them, if you feel like the messages I am about to relay will not resonate with you, you can click off now, completely fine. If you feel drawn to these cards or what I'm about to say, you can continue listening. And yeah. Here are the card reveals. So the first card that I pulled was Justice upright. Then I pulled Nine of Cups in reverse. And then I pulled Ace of Cups upright. Go like that. And then I did an extra card pull, an oracle card pull for from the Karma cards deck. And here we have in the 9th house. So with all of these cards, what it says to me is that, first of all, even though it is a new moon in Leo, Mercury retrograde is also going on, which for me makes sense with the cards that have been relayed here, because the Nine of Cups is in reverse, which isn't always a good indication, but with the other cards here being an upright, I feel that you'll see results during this time as a result of this new moon, but they will be practical in nature. And also I get a sense that you'll see results that are more miniature or moderate. Like, you know, this can indicate big goals and dreams, but I don't see the big goals and dreams happening. I see like the small baby steps being achieved. So make sure during this time, if you haven't already, to set mini goals for yourself. And then over the next like month until the next new moon, at least until the full moon. So sometime between the full moon and the new moon, you should hopefully accomplish something on your list, on your wish list, on your dream list, whatever it is. Just like anything that's more logical though. Let me try and think of an example. Let's say you're trying to pay off debt, but then during this time you're able to pay off, like send more money to pay off more of your debt than usual for the month. Like that's something that's not like the biggest goal ever, because you didn't completely pay off your car, but you were able to pay off more than you would have before. Like that's just an example. So think of things that are practical in nature that during this time you also feel like you can accomplish. Don't set any high expectations for yourself. Set expectations that you feel that you can meet, even if it's something that you typically do every month, but maybe, you know, it'll feel nice to write it down and be like, if I accomplish this, then I can reward myself with like a cup of ice cream at my favorite local shop, you know what I'm saying? So don't be unrealistic in the goals that you plan to set for this month. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Mars this month. You know, like that's, hello, like no. But if it's like, hey, I want to be able to set aside more money for paying off my student loans, my car loan for this month, even if it's just for this month, maybe the rest of the year you just continue to pay the rest of your normal payments, but that's something that will help you to pay off more now. Just as an example, think about things that are practical. Also with the Ace of Cups being upright, there's two things. One, I think that this will be a time of heightened creativity for everybody, so be very creative and think of how your creative endeavors can help you logically, even if it's something that, because this is something that will help you logically. If you're just feeling very drained of energy, or if you're feeling very like emotional over something that's happened in life recently, doing something creative, therefore it will be logical, because it will inevitably help you to release any stored up emotion. It will help you to process your feelings and your thoughts. So just think about the ways in which your creativity can help you be an emotional outlet. But also, even outside of that, I just see this for many of you being a very highly creative month, and it will pair really well with logic. It just seems like the two will go hand in hand, like both will help each other for this month. Also, I wanted to say that with this, it's specifically this spread talks about manifestation. Justice can also deal with karma. So this is also with Mercury retrograde also going on. What goes around comes around. So that's the thing, if you do good for this month, even if it doesn't happen this month, you'll get good karma in return, okay? But because of things being more short term, it's likely it will happen sooner rather than later. So be nice to people, be kind, do things that you are meant to do things that feel right, and the good karma will come back around to you. But also, it's still a very highly potent time to manifest. Think specifically about manifesting short to medium length or time frame goals. Nothing too far-fetched, or else I can see that biting you. And then it could maybe even make you regress in terms of being able to reach those goals. So think about the small baby steps. Ninth house deals with this as well. Ninth house can deal with manifestation, more specifically about expansion. So think more so small term though. Think about how you can expand in small ways. Also, it is Mercury retrograde, but since ninth house is here, I think some of you maybe will have to travel anyway. So this is an indication that some of you may travel. You could even maybe move. That's very karmic, you know, with the Justice card there, moving. In the northern hemisphere, it's summer, so it's a good time for people to move if they live somewhere, especially where it snows and is cold and bad weather in the winter. So this could be an indication of moving, or I get more so an indication of traveling though, for most people. Is that a spider web? Sorry, I got distracted. Mercury retrograde vibes, y'all. What was I gonna say though? Let me see if there's any other things on here specifically. Yeah, but it says do it in a big way. I'm not getting a sense of that. Do things in the best way I can describe it. Setting those smaller goals now will impact your bigger goals later. So it's not about what it's saying here to do the big things now. It's about setting yourself up now, doing small things now, setting yourself up to be able to do the big things later. But I do see that what you do now over the next few months will have an impact on your goals. It will have an impact on the things you wish to achieve that are bigger in nature. So if things don't seem like they're happening right away also, that doesn't mean that things won't happen later on. Have trust that things will happen, and justice with karma, things, what goes around comes around. And if you don't expand yet, now, or outside of this 1 month time frame until the next new moon, think about, I'm getting a sense of over the next few months. Also, ninth house is Sagittarius energy. So that's December. So it could be up until the end of the year, yeah. Up until the end of the year. So Sagittarius season begins in November. So think about end of November as well. Things maybe you're wanting to accomplish, things you're wanting to succeed in, things you're wanting to tackle. But yeah, it does just overall feel like a very karmic time. I'm also hearing that you should use your time wisely. Don't procrastinate, okay? Don't just think that good things will come to you, especially right now, the way the planets are, the energies of the universe. It feels like you need to be very intentional with the choices that you make, or else you could, again, fall behind in some respects. And that doesn't mean you can't have time to, like, rest, relax, do things like that, but it does feel like being intentional. It's like being intentional even with the time you set aside. Like, okay, on this day, at this time, I'll make sure to not do much. I'll just relax, you know? It seems like scheduling things out right now will be very important for you, and it will make it, for some reason, I'm seeing that for things you want to have happen, if you almost schedule them in, they're more likely, like, to happen. Oh, Justice card is also related to Libra, so Libra season could be important. Things could happen during Libra season. If they don't happen right away, like, wait until Libra season as well. So maybe even in between Libra and Sagittarius season. Or just a Libra person could be important to you, but even if not, that's just extra confirmation. This is very Pisces energy as well. I think this is too, but there's something I was gonna say, but I lost it. Yeah, I guess it just had to do with the planning. So make sure, oh, yeah, so if you plan things in your schedule, even if it's like, oh, this is when, like, this sale will happen, or, like, this thing will fall through, or whatever. If you schedule things in, I feel like they're more likely to happen. It's like when people say if you manifest, if you write things down, and if you look at it maybe once a day, or in somewhere where it's, like, near your bed, or somewhere you see often, like in your bathroom, near your computer or desk, things are more likely to happen from writing things down and planning things out. Because also that way it's like something, don't look forward to things that are about to happen, or things that you want to have happen. You can look forward to things, but don't have it occupy your mind too much. So I think that's why for some of you, writing it down, you won't have to worry about it so much, because some people have the idea of, oh, if I stop thinking about it, then it won't happen. So just write it down, look at it every once in a while, not all the time. Doing things like that, being in a more receptive state, will allow abundance to flow to you. It will allow creative ideas to flow to you, but also the good karma, a big emphasis on good karma. So if you want the good karma, not the bad karma, be intentional with your choices and your kindness with other people. But I will leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed this. You can let me know if later on in the future, after listening to this, if it resonates with you. But yeah, thank you for watching and listening. Bye.